Hi everyone, Um, welcome to SAS webinar. In today's topic, we are going to cover PPM integration with ALM Octane and Jira using Micro Focus Connect. So here is the agenda. First, I'm going to talk about Micro Focus Connect product and what this product is, what are its features, how to configure it, and what is the main purpose of this product. Followed by, I'm going to go in detail, step by step, how to integrate PPM with ALM Octane and PPM with Jira using Micro Focus Connect. And at the end, we will have a question and answer session. So Micro Focus Connect is a product that provides consolidated view to set up synchronization between different tools or products. In other words, it is a data synchronization technology that provides data and relationship synchronization between products across the software development or DevOps lifecycle. It is available as a utility. As this diagram shows, it can integrate with Micro Focus products like ALM Quality Center, ALM Octane, PPM, and so on and so forth. And also the third-party uh, tools like Altation Jira, Rally, ServiceNow, and Excel. And you can set up the integration in bidirectional if you need. Here are a few additional benefits that Micro Focus has. It's basically along with many out-of-box connectors available to use to connect between or establish the integration between Micro Focus products as well as third-party products. You can use those out-of-box connectors. The framework that Micro Focus has is quite extensible and flexible. So you can either use the out-of-box connectors that are available, but if you need some additional integrations or custom integration, you can very much do so by creating custom connectors. With this, it also helps to basically standardize the integrations and configurations across various products, because you will be using this tool alone to integrate any tools. So it can be Micro Focus products or third-party products. So the UI will be standardized, and once you are used to the product, you know how to configure it easily. This is also an enterprise level product and hence can be used across all the teams. So that are these are the major benefits of using Micro Focus Connect. Here is a list of predefined connectors that Micro Focus Connect supports. Here are the connectors for the Micro Focus products, and here are the connectors which are currently available for third-party tools. So let's talk about how do we configure using Micro Focus Connect. So before I go in actual steps, here are some of the high level concepts or the entities in Micro Focus Connect. The first is the data source. What is data source? It is basically an instance of any product. It could be a Micro Focus product or the third party. For example, if you have a PPM production environment and if you have a PPM test environment, you will need to define two separate data sources um, to make these data sources available for the integration. So this is basically any instance of a product or the endpoint. The next concept is the connection. The connection is nothing but a relationship between the data source. So when you want to integrate PPM with suppose ALM Octane, then you will have this connection have two endpoints. One endpoint is PPM, the other is obviously ALM Octane. And you can set up the integration either one directional or bidirectional. It's up to your own needs. And the last is the users. You can see this tab here. And as for any other product, the users tab is basically, it's mostly managed by the admin. And the admin for the Micro Focus Connect basically create all the user accounts and provides the required access for the users. Once the account is created, a user can log into the menu, and they will be able to see connection, data sources, user maps, and all these tabs that are shown right here. So when you want to define any integration, what you need to do is, first is creating a data source. So click on the data source tab. So there is a plus sign here for creating a new data source. So I click there, and it opens this window where you provide the data source name and select the product name using the drop down list. So that's the first step. Once you do that, it asks you to provide the properties for that particular product. For example, I'm selecting PPM. I'm creating a data source for PPM instance, a 960 instance. For that, basically, it needs the PPM server URL, the username, password, and optionally the port number if you are using non-default port. So the required parameters for any data source configuration, they are shown in the red color. So you provide that information and save it. So that creates the first data source. Since I'm going to demo, basically I'm trying to show the integration between PPM and ALM Octane and PPM integration with Jira. Here are the data sources definition for these particular products as well. As you can see, for each product, the properties to define the data source differ, and the red ones are required properties, or the uh, required properties that you need to define when you created that data source. So for the ALM Octane, you need to give user representation, the URL, API client ID, secret ID, and the other things that are shown here. Similarly, for the Jira data source, you need to give the URL, username, password, then sample project key with the name, or as well as the board, project with the board, uh, then the default link, and use wiki to store the rich text. So all you need to select those things to define these data source. One thing I just wanted to mention, that when you define the data source, there is a README link right here. You can hide that once you get used to setting up using the Micro Focus Connect. But initially, when you have it, uh, please go through this. I'll definitely recommend you to please go through this README file. It has very important information. Also, it basically gives the pointer to the uh, how to set it up, how to set up the configuration, as well as if there is any product limitation for the integration, it specifies those things as well, including the known issues, what are the prerequisites, and what are the features. So it's very useful information right here within the data source tab. For PPM, these are the couple of high-level supported information. So currently, the PPM connector supports the demand request types only. And for the field mapping, which are actually the fields in the request type, these are the field mapping or field types that are supported, which are the text area or text or drop down autocomplete list or autocomplete list with the SQL. These are the fields that you can sync with any other product, basically, within the request type, a demand request type. Now let's look at how do we configure the integration. So we have defined the data sources for PPM, Octane, and Jira. Now the next step is to create the connection. So when you log into a Micro Focus Connect, the first tab itself is a connections. So you click on this plus tab to create new connection. It has 3 tabs. If you can see the data source, the types and fields, and project and rules. In the first tab, which is the data source, you define the connection name, and then you define the master data source or the source data source and the target one. So in this case, I've mentioned that the PPM will be the source data source, and the Octane or Jira Octane is the target data source. Again, since we are going to define is this as a bidirectional, so actually the data will be synced on the both ends, and I'll be talking about that in next couple of slides. So this is just a connection information, how you define it. On the right hand side, there is a error notification, so you can set up, so when the sync happens, if there is any error or something, you can actually set up this notification to send it to some admin person, and the frequency for that notification. And here is the important setting called as sync setting. So using which you are actually describing that how frequently you want to sync the data between these two products. And here I've kept the synchronization frequency as 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, the data, if this integration is defined as one directional, then the data will be integrated from the source or the master data data source to the target one. If it is bidirectional, every 5 minutes the sync will happen on the both ends. Then let's look at the next one, which is types and fields. So here in the types and fields, it basically shows the micro, on the right hand side, it shows the master one, which is the source one. So you select the name of the, it automatically selects, when you click on this, it automatically shows you the list of demand request types in the PPM environment that you have chosen as your source environment. So we are going to select a bug request type on this PPM. And for that, we are going to map it with the target, that is target entity as a defect. And that also is shown, all the target entities on the Octane side, they are also shown as a drop down. So you select the demand on the PPM request type, as well as you select the target entity as a defect in this example. And then in the middle, you select whether it's a bidirectional or only one directional, and what's the direction. So whether it's going from the source or to destination, or coming from destination to source. And in this example, I've set it up as a bidirectional. The next is the field mapping. So what we are doing is, since we have mapped bug from PPM to defect, now we are mapping actual fields in these two entities. And this is how they are mapped. On the left hand side, name and phase from the Octane, they are required fields. So they are mapped to the description and request status on the PPM side. And there are additional 2 fields in this example. They are mapped like impact from the PPM bug request type to the severity, as well as application code to the application modules in the Octane. So that is in the types and fields. This, you can do this mapping using the types and fields tab. So once you are done with the mapping, it shows like this. It shows the direction. It shows the mapping between the parent request type coming from the source, that is PPM, to the destination data source, which is Octane, and the mapping for the fields. If you want to edit any of this mapping, use this edit button on the right hand side to edit it further. Now let's look at the value mapping. So when you use the edit on the field, these are the value mapping. So as in our example, the phase in the Octane is mapped to the statuses in the ppm bug request type. Now the status in the bug request type has different values, and you need to map actual values because the values in the Octane and ppm may not match exactly right away. So you can say that using this user interface, you can actually select the value from status on the ppm request type and map to the value in the target for the Octane, so that there is no sync issues when you actually create a new bug entity in ppm with the status, but it exactly maps to the expected phase in Octane. Then you press OK here. And to check the statuses, you can always go to ppm workbench, where it is showing um, these are the available request statuses and these are the link statuses for that. So this is the list of statuses that are available for that particular field, and using which you can map that to the Octane in the window that I just showed you. And the last is the project and rules tab. Basically, in this tab, if you have any specific requirement on how you want to create the data, and if you want to only do it, even if it is, if you want to sync these two products, but you want to create certain entities conditionally, this is the place where you can define those conditions. So in this case, since this is a bidirectional, what this sync will do, it whenever there is a additional a new bug request in ppm, it's actually going to create the defect request on the sync on the Octane. And similarly, since it's bidirectional, when there are additional new defect entities created in Octane, those will be created as bug requests in ppm. But in this case, if you have a condition that you want to create uh, only bug request in ppm, when the priority on the Octane is set up as high, medium, urgent, or very high. For low defects, you do not want to create ppm. If that's your business requirement, then this is the place you can say that. You can mention that the filter or the condition. So here is how it basically is going to do. So once you define this target criteria and the condition with it, during the sync, you can see that the first the Oracle local service got created in ppm, as it is once it was created in Octane. The error messages, which is also created because it's in an urgent um, request. But the first one, which is highlighted when, which is a request title contains special character, is a low defect. And since we do not want to create that uh, low impact defect in ppm, uh, because of this condition, that particular um, bug has not been created for this specific scenario. Now, similar to Octane, I have defined this mapping for between ppm and Jira, very similarly using data source type and fields, and defining these three fields here. You can always edit using these things. And while executing syncs, you go back to connection tab, and when you click on this star signal here, you see this menu, and there are two options. One is the start connections or run one iteration. So when you are setting up for the first time, I would suggest you to use this run one iteration. So what it does is does the sync for the first time. So you can see whether the mappings are correct and whether they are data sync till that point. It will basically sync only once till for your test purpose. And when you have tested fully and you are ready to go, then you can say start connection. So once you start connection, it syncs the data based on the frequency that you have defined for the sync frequency on the connection tab that I have previously mentioned. Once you do that, it basically shows you once you once you have established the connection and started the connection, it basically shows you the status of the sync and the lasting duration and the number of records it's basically synced right here in the connection tab. And here is the result in LM Octane. Once the bug is created in ppm, now you can see the same bug created in the ALM Octane with the same description that I mentioned earlier, since those are mapped, and the same, and all the fields values will be copied over from the bug to defect based on the field mapping. This is the results from the ppm and Jira. So as you can see, there is a bug request HR system error in ppm defined, and the same request is got created in the Jira software as well after the sync. Just wanted to highlight a couple of things for the during the configuration and the testing. So if you are testing it and if you want to see if there are any errors that are shown for during the sync, there is a tab called Audit in the Connection tab, and then you can actually see the audit for all the runs so far using this button. You can select the period for that, and you can actually um, zoom in each this tab to see more details, and if there is an issue or the error during the sync, it actually provides you information right here. So using this audit tab, we'll be able to say select what is exactly the issue, why the data was not synced correctly, or why the sync errored out. That will help you to fix the data and um, make it available correctly for the next sync. Just wanted to give a couple of conflict resolutions, especially when the integration is set up as bidirectional. Micro Focus Connect uses several levels of information to basically make sure that the sync happens correctly. But if there are any conflicts, it always uses the information. It considers the source data source or the master data source as the primary one, and based on that, it syncs the data if there are there are any conflicts. And here are some of the tips when you are setting up these integrations. That please make sure that before setting any ppm and ALM Octane integration between these instances, the server time for these instances should be the same. ppm connector is developed for ppm 9.6 or any higher version of that patch level than that. So make sure that you are when you are integrating with any ppm environment, uh, it should be on ppm 9.60 or above. And here are a couple of more things uh, regarding as a tips. If the ppm version is lower than 9.6, you can check the ALM Octane API client version for that and make sure they both are compatible. And then lastly, if you log into Micro Focus Connect and with incorrect password more than 3 times, then the account gets locked. But then admin can actually reset your password and basically enable your access again. But just make sure that you have a right password when you log in for the first time. And with that, I'm done with my presentation or the webinar today. So thank you so much for taking your time out for attending today's webinar.